Banjoholics, how are you doing? Today I'm showing you the Donkey Kong 2 Game & Watch. This is one of the three I had as a kid, and I got this in a place called Andorra. In the south of France, in the Pyrenees, you have this it's a principality, meaning it's a very, very, very tiny country. It's mostly sovereign, and it's past the La Casa and Andorra city, and I think that's pretty much it. It's very, very small, but we used to go skiing there when I was a kid, and it was duty free at the time, so you didn't have to pay VAT tax, which is a big thing in Europe. So whenever I went there, I usually buy cool stuff that I couldn't find in France or that I couldn't find for a decent price, and I ended up buying this. Now, the story behind this one is that I didn't actually want to buy this one. I wanted the first Donkey Kong, because as a young kid I was just fascinated with the game in the arcades, but none of the shop had Donkey Kong, and I was so disappointed. I had saved for a whole year just to get this thing, and it wasn't available. None of the shops had them, and there was a lot of tech shops in Andorra. There still is actually, but now, you know, they pay VAT like the rest of us. So I ended up buying this, which is really cool anyway. I ended up playing it all week. We were there for usually a week. I ended up playing this, and it was just really cool. I absolutely love this machine. What it is, it's like Donkey Kong. It's a 2-screen setup. Sorry, there's a lot of shadows. And there's a 2-screen setup. So the bottom one is pretty much where you have to reach Donkey Kong, and then from here you try to free him. So you play as Donkey Kong Jr., trying to free your father, I assume, from the evil Mario. And there's all sorts of stuff. There's crocodiles, there's electricity, and a few more crocodiles, and a few crows, eagles, blackbirds, whatever they are. Just don't touch them, they're pretty nasty. But I'll show you. Let's have a look now. Let's have a quick play. As usual, there's two types of games. So you start at the bottom, you have 3 lives, and first you have to get the key, avoid the crocodiles, and go all the way over there. I went too far, I didn't see this one. It's actually pretty hard to see what you're doing watching this through a phone. I'm actually filming with my phone. I think I've mentioned that before. I find this cool setup that works for me and works for these. I'm gonna at least try to okay guys, you're not helping me much. I couldn't even save one. I'm gonna try again. Alright. I apologize for the glare. This is not... I'm actually doing this in the evening, which is not great. What you want for these, to film these, you want natural light. I have a window on my right that usually shines a lot of natural light, but not this evening. Unfortunately, I cannot do this any time soon in the afternoon. Actually, where is the key? It's at the end there. So there you go. That's one chain gone. When you get all 4 chains, you have to save or catch Donkey Kong. Now we have to go all the way back. Let's see if I can get 4 chains. There you go. Nintendo just had it right, you know. The buttons felt solid, and actually everything felt solid in a Game & Watch. It didn't feel cheap in any way. Buttons were responsive. I mean, you know, anybody who has held an NES controller know what I mean? It just feels right, you know, solid, and doesn't feel like buttons are going to fall apart if you press them too hard. They're actually really well done. I think that was mostly their strength and reason of their success. I'm talking about Nintendo in general. It's just the build was always very solid. Oh. And I love these sounds as well. I mean, they're done. They just worked, you know. There was you understood the intent behind the sound, which is harder to do than you'd think. There you go. So now that he actually catches him on his own, I don't need to do anything. So there you go, and we start again. But this time it's slightly faster, and then the speed just increases every time we go. So there you go. It's Donkey Kong 2 for the Game & Watch Multiscreen. Really cool. This is not the one I had when I was a kid. This is actually one I got again a few years back on eBay. I don't know what happened to the to my original one. Well, I know what happened actually. This started peeling off, and then these went, and I think it was thrown in the bin at some point, which is a terrible shame. But there you go. Donkey Kong 2 Donkey Kong 2 Game & Watch by Nintendo. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.